Ever picture a massive T-Rex, its jaws lined with razor-sharp teeth, once the undisputed king of North America's predators, hunting in a freezing Arctic landscape? Forget those lush, tropical jungles you always see in dinosaur movies. Let's travel back over 68 million years to the Cretaceous period, when the Arctic wasn't the frozen wasteland we know today. A world where snow and ice weren't enemies. But instead, dinosaurs flourished and survived. And in this icy world, amidst the snow and cold, roamed a massive, incredibly powerful, and deadly Tyrannosaurus species. Meet Nanuksaurus, also known as the T-Rex of the Arctic. A creature so unexpected in such frigid conditions, yet it not only survived, it dominated as one of the region's largest predators. How did a Tyrannosaurus species like Nanuksaurus survive such extreme conditions? Could it have developed survival skills and traits we've never even thought of? In today's video, we're diving into the incredible existence of Nanuksaurus, uncovering the surprising discovery of this dinosaur in the Arctic, and exploring how it adapted to survive in an environment like no other on Earth. We'll also dive into the theories about its origins and discuss why this giant predator thrived during the freezing Arctic winters, where every other creature struggled to survive. But here's the most fascinating part. Nanuksaurus wasn't just another T-Rex. It had unique traits and hunting skills that made it a true Arctic monster, ready to take on any challenge. Can you picture such a creature thriving through the long, dark nights that lasted for months? Get ready to uncover one of the greatest mysteries in dinosaur history as we explore the mind-blowing world of Nanuksaurus. Nanuksaurus is one of the most unique dinosaurs ever to walk the Earth, a species of Tyrannosaurus that thrived in an environment you'd never expect, the Arctic. Unlike the classic image of T-Rex roaming through tropical forests, Nanuksaurus survived in freezing temperatures, where snow and ice blanketed the land for much of the year. Its existence is not just a biological mystery, it's a remarkable story of how dinosaurs adapted to an incredibly harsh environment. The Arctic during the Cretaceous period, over 68 million years ago, wasn't the frozen wasteland we think of today. Despite the long, cold winters, the climate was actually much warmer back then, allowing plant and animal life to thrive. Conifer forests and abundant plant life supported a rich ecosystem of both herbivores and carnivores. However, living in these conditions was still a huge challenge. Arctic winters lasted for months, and temperatures could plummet to near-record lows. On top of that, the region frequently faced snowstorms and long periods of darkness, with no sunlight for days or even weeks. These conditions would have been tough for most animals to survive, yet Nanuksaurus managed to do so. So how did Nanuksaurus manage to survive in such a brutal environment? One theory is that this dinosaur may have developed some unique biological features to cope with the cold. It could have had a thick layer of fur or feathers to help retain heat, similar to how animals in today's cold climates sport thick coats or dense fur. While there's no solid evidence yet to confirm that Nanuksaurus had feathers, its ability to survive the harsh Arctic winters remains an intriguing mystery that still needs explaining. Another crucial factor in Nanuksaurus's survival may have been its exceptional hunting skills. With its powerful build, sharp teeth, and strong jaws, Nanuksaurus would have been more than capable of hunting effectively, even in the dim light of winter. Plus, its sense of smell might have been finely tuned, enabling it to track prey from far distances, even in heavy snowstorms or during the months of darkness with no sunlight. Nanuksaurus was a theropod, part of the Tyrannosauridae family, closely related to its famous cousin T-Rex. But Nanuksaurus wasn't just a smaller version of T-Rex, it had some distinct differences. While it wasn't as large as T-Rex, it was still a fearsome predator, measuring around 6 to 7 meters long and weighing about 1 ton. This made it one of the largest predators in the Arctic at the time. The biggest difference between Nanuksaurus and T. rex, however, was the environment in which it lived. The Arctic, with its freezing temperatures and long stretches of darkness, created a world far different from the tropical forests that T. rex roamed. The first fossil evidence of Nanuksaurus was discovered in 2006 at Prince Creek in Alaska, a remote area that hadn't been extensively studied before. The fossils, including parts of the skull and jaw, allowed scientists to determine that this was a completely new species of theropod. At first, they thought they had found another Tyrannosaurus, but after further analysis, they realized Nanuksaurus had some very unique traits that set it apart from T. rex and other known tyrannosaurs. This discovery not only confirmed the existence of a giant carnivorous dinosaur in the Arctic, but also showed that tyrannosaurs were capable of evolving and surviving in some of the most extreme conditions on Earth. Scientists even suggest that this find could help answer big questions about the evolution of carnivorous dinosaurs and their ability to adapt to such harsh environments. One major question that comes up is whether Nanuksaurus was a Tyrannosaurus species native to North America, or if it could have originated in Asia and crossed the Bering Strait to settle in the Arctic. While there's no clear answer yet, this theory opens up fascinating possibilities about migration and the evolution of carnivorous dinosaurs during that time. With its unique adaptations and remarkable hunting abilities, Nanuksaurus wasn't just a large predator. It became a symbol of survival in a world filled with challenges. Although the Arctic wasn't fully frozen back then, life in this region was still a constant battle for survival. Nanuksaurus, with its power and adaptability, became a dominant force in the food chain of this cold world, ruling the environment with its strength and extraordinary flexibility. In 2006, a team of scientists made an incredible discovery at Prince Creek in Alaska, a remote and little-known location. It was here that they uncovered significant fossil remains of a dinosaur that had never been identified before. The fossils, which included parts of the skull, jaw, and other bones, allowed researchers to determine that this wasn't just any dinosaur, it was a member of the Tyrannosaurus family, and more importantly, a completely new species, Nanuksaurus. At first, the scientists didn't immediately recognize that they had stumbled upon an entirely new dinosaur. Initially, they thought the fossil remains might belong to a known Tyrannosaurus species. But after conducting more detailed analyses, the unique features of the skull and jaw structure led researchers to revise their initial assessment. They realized that while Nanuksaurus shared many similarities with T. rex and other tyrannosaurs, it also had distinct traits that set it apart. One of the key factors that make Nanuksaurus so remarkable is how it adapted to life in the Arctic environment. By analyzing the fossil remains, scientists discovered that Nanuksaurus had a strong, muscular body with a broad, powerful head. This allowed it to deliver an incredibly forceful bite, capable of attacking and killing large prey. While it wasn't as massive as T. rex, Nanuksaurus was still one of the most dominant predators in the Arctic during its time. This discovery completely shifted our understanding of the potential for dinosaurs to survive in extremely harsh environments like the Arctic. Prior to this, scientists believed dinosaurs could only thrive in warm climates with favorable living conditions. However, the discovery of Nanuksaurus showed that dinosaurs weren't confined to tropical areas and could survive and even flourish in freezing cold regions. This challenges the previous notions of dinosaur adaptability and survival in extreme environments. One key aspect of studying Nanuksaurus was determining the age and timeline of this species. Scientists used carbon isotope analysis to estimate the age of the fossil samples and pinpoint when Nanuksaurus lived. Based on these findings, they concluded that this dinosaur roamed the Earth about 68 million years ago, during the late Cretaceous period. This also helped researchers confirm that Nanuksaurus was one of the last dinosaurs to live before the mass extinction event that marked the end of the Cretaceous. The discovery of Nanuksaurus didn't just reveal a new member of the Tyrannosaurus family. It also raised a major question about the distribution and migration of dinosaurs. Some researchers believe that Nanuksaurus could represent a separate branch of the Tyrannosaurus family, evolving independently in the Arctic. However, other theories suggest that Nanuksaurus could be a descendant of tyrannosaurs from North America or even Asia, migrating across the Bering Strait to the Arctic. While these theories still need more evidence, they open up exciting possibilities about the migration and evolution of dinosaurs. Another crucial aspect of Nanuksaurus research is understanding how it managed to survive in the brutal Arctic environment. While there aren't many fossils to study, scientists have turned to biological and environmental analysis to hypothesize how this species adapted. Studies of other dinosaurs from cold regions, like those in Asia or North America, also provide valuable insights into how Nanuksaurus could have survived the Arctic conditions. What's particularly exciting is that scientists aren't just examining Nanuksaurus through fossil remains. They're also using cutting-edge technology to reconstruct the dinosaur's appearance and characteristics. By applying 3D modeling and analyzing fossil data, researchers have gained a clearer understanding of how Nanuksaurus lived and hunted in the harsh Arctic environment. This technology has also helped reveal unique aspects of the species, from its bone structure to its physiological traits and behaviors. With all these discoveries and ongoing research, Nanuksaurus isn't just a newly discovered dinosaur. It's a key piece in understanding the development and evolution of tyrannosaur species, especially their ability to adapt to extreme environments. Research into this species continues to raise fascinating questions about dinosaur evolution, providing us with a deeper understanding of life's history on Earth. One of the biggest questions surrounding Nanuksaurus is the origin of this unique dinosaur species. While the discovery of Nanuksaurus in the Arctic has revealed its remarkable ability to survive in harsh conditions, the question of where it came from and how it evolved remains open. Scientists don't yet have a definitive answer, and several theories have been proposed to explain how Nanuksaurus ended up in the Arctic and developed into such a distinctive dinosaur. One popular theory suggests that Nanuksaurus could be a Tyrannosaurus species that originated and evolved in North America before migrating north to survive in the cold Arctic environment. However, this theory remains somewhat speculative, as there is little direct evidence to support the idea that this species migrated through the Bering Strait from other regions. While migration from warmer areas to the Arctic is plausible, there's no conclusive proof of it. A more intriguing theory proposes that Nanuksaurus could have originated in Asia. According to this idea, the Tyrannosaurus species may have crossed the Bering Strait, traveling through what is now Alaska, and adapted to the Arctic conditions. While dinosaurs in both North America and Asia share many similar biological traits and behaviors, it's possible that tyrannosaurs evolved independently on both continents, with some species eventually migrating to extreme regions. This opens up exciting possibilities about the migration and evolution of tyrannosaur species and their remarkable ability to adapt to the harsh environments of the Arctic. In addition to migration theories, some researchers propose that Nanuksaurus could be an entirely separate branch of the Tyrannosaurus family. According to this theory, it evolved independently in the Arctic, developing into a dinosaur with unique traits that set it apart from the known tyrannosaurs. In fact, some scientists suggest that Nanuksaurus may actually be more closely related to dinosaurs from Asia than those from North America, as its features share similarities with species that once roamed Asia. What's particularly fascinating is that while Nanuksaurus shares many characteristics with T-Rex, it also has some distinct biological and behavioral traits. One of the most notable differences is its size. Although it wasn't as large as T. rex, Nanuksaurus was still one of the most fearsome predators in the region. Scientists believe that this difference in size might have been a crucial factor in Nanuksaurus's ability to adapt to the Arctic environment, where large prey would have been less common. This suggests that Nanuksaurus may have developed a specialized hunting strategy suited to its unique living conditions. Additionally, the study of Nanuksaurus's physical traits suggests that it may have developed a robust body designed to cope with the harsh Arctic conditions. Dinosaurs living in warmer climates like T. rex might not have needed such features, but for a dinosaur surviving in the Arctic, having a strong body and the ability to retain heat would have been crucial. This points to the possibility that Nanuksaurus evolved independently in the Arctic, developing the necessary adaptations to survive in such an extreme environment. Another interesting theory about Nanuksaurus's evolution comes from changes in its bone structure and physiological traits compared to other tyrannosaurs. This could mean that Nanuksaurus wasn't just another typical Tyrannosaurus species, but rather a dinosaur that evolved uniquely throughout the history of the Tyrannosaurus family. Researchers are currently investigating whether Nanuksaurus represents a new branch within the Tyrannosaurus family or if it evolved alongside other species. One more fascinating aspect of the research on Nanuksaurus is the examination of the physiological traits that may have allowed this species to survive in such an extreme environment. While there are few fossils available for study, scientists have used modeling technology and data from the existing fossils to hypothesize how this dinosaur adapted to the Arctic. These advanced technologies are helping scientists form theories about how Nanuksaurus hunted and survived in a world of snow and ice. Nanuksaurus, like other Tyrannosaurus species, was a carnivorous dinosaur from the Tyrannosauridae family, but it had unique biological traits that helped it survive and thrive in one of the harshest environments on Earth, the Arctic. Understanding the biological features of Nanuksaurus and its adaptation strategies not only sheds light on this dinosaur, but also offers insights into how other dinosaurs might have survived in such extreme conditions. Nanuksaurus had a strong, robust body, with a broad, muscular head and powerful jaws, similar to other tyrannosaurs. While it wasn't as large as T. rex, Nanuksaurus was still one of the largest predators in the Arctic, measuring about 6 to 7 meters in length and weighing around 1 ton. This size allowed it to hunt effectively while minimizing the risk of encountering larger predators, if there were any. Although it wasn't the biggest dinosaur in the region, Nanuksaurus developed features that made it a formidable predator, capable of competing with other species in the harsh Arctic environment. One of the most critical factors that allowed Nanuksaurus to survive in the Arctic was its ability to adapt to freezing temperatures. While dinosaurs in warmer climates like T. rex may not have needed protective features, Nanuksaurus likely evolved traits to retain heat and withstand the extreme cold. Researchers suggest that, although there's no direct evidence of feathers, Nanuksaurus may have developed a thin layer of fur or special scales to help it retain heat during the long Arctic winters. Many modern animals in cold regions have thick fur to protect them from the cold, so it's possible that Nanuksaurus had a similar adaptation. Additionally, Nanuksaurus may have had a specialized circulatory system to protect its vital organs and prevent its body from freezing in extremely low temperatures. Moreover, Nanuksaurus's body structure also helped it conserve energy during the cold winter months. Its strong, compact body not only provided the strength needed for hunting, but also helped minimize energy expenditure during a time when food was scarce and winter could last for months. While the Arctic may not have had many large prey species, Nanuksaurus still had to contend with herbivores and other predators in its environment. With sharp teeth and a powerful build, Nanuksaurus could easily overpower and kill its prey with its lethal bite, just like other tyrannosaurs. Nanuksaurus's hunting abilities were further enhanced by its superior sense of smell. Based on the shape of its nose and skull, scientists believe this species might have had an extraordinarily strong sense of smell. This would have allowed Nanuksaurus to detect prey from long distances, even in heavy snow or during the long periods of darkness in the Arctic winter. In addition to its sense of smell, Nanuksaurus's vision may have also been enhanced. Some theories suggest that it might have had large eyes and superior vision, which would have allowed it to see clearly in the dim light of the Arctic winter. This implies that Nanuksaurus didn't just survive, it also hunted effectively in a world with limited light and constant snow. The Arctic winter wasn't just cold, it lasted for months, with snowstorms and long stretches of darkness, creating a huge challenge for any living creature. But for Nanuksaurus, its survival strategy likely involved hunting during these low-light periods, which helped it avoid larger predators and deal with food shortages. While there weren't many large prey species in the region, Nanuksaurus could still hunt smaller animals or potentially hunt in packs. With its efficient hunting abilities and unique survival strategies in such harsh conditions, Nanuksaurus became the ultimate predator in the Arctic. The existence of Nanuksaurus in the Arctic is a prime example of dinosaur adaptability. While it may not have been the largest dinosaur, Nanuksaurus developed unique biological traits that allowed it to thrive in an environment where few creatures could. From its superior hunting skills to its ability to retain body heat in the freezing cold, Nanuksaurus stands as a testament to the extraordinary evolution of dinosaurs. Although Nanuksaurus was a powerful dinosaur with remarkable adaptations to the Arctic environment, its existence wasn't eternal. To understand why Nanuksaurus went extinct, we need to consider environmental factors, climate change, and the shifts in the ecosystem it faced throughout its life. The extinction of Nanuksaurus may have been closely linked to climate change and the transformation of the Arctic environment at the end of the Cretaceous period. While the Arctic during the Cretaceous wasn't fully frozen like it is today, the climate gradually grew colder, and the living conditions for Nanuksaurus began to change. Winters became longer and colder, while the short summers weren't enough to support herbivorous species in the region. This environmental shift created an unstable ecological cycle, where animals struggled to survive in increasingly harsh conditions. Many studies suggest that, by the end of the Cretaceous, the Arctic experienced dramatic climate changes, likely due to shifts in Earth's orbit and other factors. The extended cold, combined with a lack of food and sunlight, probably caused a significant decline in many animal species in the Arctic, including Nanuksaurus. The Arctic ecosystem began to shift, with plant and animal species unable to adapt quickly enough, which eventually disrupted the food chain that Nanuksaurus relied on. Although Nanuksaurus was one of the largest predators in the Arctic, it still faced competition. Other species, such as smaller theropods and herbivorous animals, were able to survive in the harsh conditions of the Arctic. However, as environmental changes took hold and herbivore populations dwindled, food became scarce for carnivores like Nanuksaurus. Furthermore, as other species either migrated or went extinct, Nanuksaurus likely struggled to find enough food. While it was an efficient hunter in the cold, a shortage of herbivorous prey would have made it difficult to sustain itself. This led to intense competition among predators, as available prey diminished, contributing to the eventual decline of Nanuksaurus. Nanuksaurus wasn't the only dinosaur that struggled to survive at the end of the Cretaceous. Many other dinosaur species also faced severe ecological shifts as environmental conditions changed. Studies suggest that many Arctic dinosaurs were unable to adapt to the shifting climate and ecosystem, leading to mass extinction events during the late Cretaceous. The extinction of Nanuksaurus likely occurred during this transitional period, as Arctic dinosaurs were unable to cope with the increasingly harsh climate. Additionally, the emergence of new species, such as theropods from warmer regions, may have contributed to the decline of native Arctic dinosaurs. The changes in the food chain, rising competition, and lack of prey may have all played a role in the extinction of Nanuksaurus. Nanuksaurus's extinction wasn't just the loss of a single species. It marked a significant shift in the Arctic ecosystem. As an apex predator, Nanuksaurus played a crucial role in maintaining ecological balance. With its extinction, the food chain was disrupted, forcing other predators, if any remained, to adapt to this new reality. Although Nanuksaurus is no longer around, it remains an important part of understanding the Arctic ecosystem during the Cretaceous and how dinosaurs adapted to cold environments. The death of Nanuksaurus was part of a larger transition in the dinosaur world, where climate change and the arrival of new species eventually led to the extinction of many dinosaurs, marking the end of the Cretaceous period. Although Nanuksaurus was a powerful dinosaur equipped with unique biological traits that helped it survive in the Arctic, its extinction stands as a testament to the inevitable changes in the evolutionary process. Climatic shifts, ecosystem changes, and intense competition ultimately made it impossible for this species to continue. However, studies on Nanuksaurus continue to offer valuable insights into how dinosaurs could adapt and survive in extremely harsh environments. Nanuksaurus, one of the most remarkable and powerful dinosaurs of the Arctic, is a vivid reminder of the extraordinary adaptability of dinosaurs in extreme conditions. With its strong body structure and effective hunting abilities, Nanuksaurus not only survived in one of the coldest places on Earth, but also became one of the largest predators in that icy land. Yet, its extinction serves as a reminder that not all dinosaurs could last forever. Climate change, along with shifts in ecosystems, played decisive roles in determining their fate. The extinction of Nanuksaurus also highlights the profound impact of climate change on animal species, particularly during periods of significant climate transitions. The Arctic, once an ideal habitat for carnivorous dinosaurs, became too harsh for many species as the climate shifted. Prolonged cold, combined with food shortages and increasing competition, led to the decline of many species, including Nanuksaurus. As the Arctic ecosystem began to change, plant and animal species struggled to adapt quickly enough, ultimately disrupting the food chain for this dinosaur. Nanuksaurus's extinction highlights how environmental changes can drive species to extinction. The shifts in the Arctic ecosystem, combined with the inability of species to adapt, led to the disappearance of many Arctic dinosaurs. This serves as an important lesson. Environmental shifts, such as climate change, can have drastic effects on the survival of species, even those with remarkable adaptations. The story of Nanuksaurus is not only about a remarkable dinosaur, but also about change and adaptation in nature. The environmental changes that led to its extinction mirror the challenges we face today due to climate change and human impact on the planet. Nanuksaurus, along with other dinosaurs, serves as a reminder that large-scale environmental changes can significantly affect species survival, and understanding this process can help us address the environmental challenges we face today. Studying Nanuksaurus and other dinosaurs not only deepens our understanding of the past, but also helps us recognize the challenges we will face in the future. We must look to the past to learn valuable lessons, understanding that climate change and environmental shifts have impacted not just humans but all life on Earth for millions of years. The lesson from Nanuksaurus's extinction is a powerful reminder of the importance of protecting our planet and maintaining ecological balance. As people living in the modern age, there's so much we can learn from the past. The study of dinosaurs and extinct species like Nanuksaurus helps us understand the link between environmental changes and the survival of species. These lessons from the past aren't just scientifically valuable. They can also guide us in protecting our planet from the environmental challenges we face today. If you're fascinated by these discoveries in paleontology and unique dinosaurs like Nanuksaurus, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated with our upcoming videos. Share this video with your friends and family so we can all explore the mysteries of the dinosaur world and learn from the past to protect our future. Thank you for watching, and feel free to leave any questions or thoughts in the comments below. Are you curious about other dinosaurs that lived in the Arctic or other cold regions? Drop your questions, and we'll dive into them in the next video.